Hi guys! Today I'm finally doing my updated skincare routine, but before I get into all of the products that I use, I really wanted to talk about so many other things that are the most important for anti-aging and to having your skin look amazing. One of the first things is your diet. Now, I'm a vegan and I'm totally not saying that you need to be a vegan to have good skin or to be healthy, but I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and clean eating. So what you're putting into your body is going to show on the outside. That is definitely something to think about, and you could put as much creams and lotions and use as many gadgets as you want, and it's not going to make a difference if you're not taking care of your body. Another thing is to make sure that you hydrate and drink enough fluids throughout the day and limit your alcohol consumption. I do drink, but not very often, and if I am drinking, I make sure that I am hydrating and drinking a ton of water. Well, actually for me, it's club soda. I don't really like water that much unless it's in tea, but I'll drink a ton of club and make sure that I stay hydrated. Obviously, don't smoke. I was actually a smoker for 20 years on and off. So disgusting. I am honestly ashamed to admit that, but I did quit like 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Yeah, gosh, it was almost 9 years ago. It was 9 years ago. And I did it. I quit like 9 years ago, and my skin, it looked like I got a facelift, you guys. I'm not kidding. My skin started looking healthier, just firming up more. It was a game changer. When you're smoking, the blood is not circulating through your body and through your face. So that will definitely show. If I can quit, you guys, you can do it too. Another thing is sunscreen. That is so important. Again, you can use all of these things I'm about to show you and completely ruin it by not using sunscreen. The sun will ruin your skin in every way possible. Getting enough sleep. I am a professional sleeper, you guys. I always make sure that I get enough sleep. I do have trouble getting to sleep. I wake up a million times throughout the night, but I always make sure that I get enough sleep. And I actually don't even have a choice, because if I try to fight my body and don't get enough sleep, I end up getting so sick and my body just completely shuts down. So sleep is huge. I believe that the most important number one thing out of anything, any advice I can give you about skincare and anti-aging is your mindset. To believe that you're beautiful, to not listen to all of the gabbing out there that says, oh, you're getting old, this is what you're supposed to look like at this age, your skin is gonna start sagging, and oh my gosh, I turned 50, now I just hit the wall. Like, no, sorry guys, I am 50 years old, I've had nothing done, I've had no Botox, no fillers, no anti-aging procedures, no nothing. Yes, boobs are real, good push-up bra. I'm totally not saying there's anything wrong with getting any procedures done, and I may someday get some injections or something done. I just have not until this point. And obviously heredity has a lot to do with it. My mom looks amazing. She's 73 years old. She takes incredible care of her skin. She wears sunscreen, and that makes all the difference in the world. I have seen studies of identical twins growing up in different environments where one of the twins takes care of their skin, eats healthy, wears sunscreen, keeps their stress low. That's another thing. Keeping your stress low for sure will show all over your face and body. And that twin aged and looked 20 years older than the other twin who took care of herself, ate healthy, and all of that. So it is partly heredity, but it is so much how you take care of yourself and how you think about aging. I picture myself as youthful, and I feel youthful inside. I feel happy. I feel just like loving life. I'm not scared about aging, and I'm never picturing myself as just old and letting myself go. No way. Even letting my natural gray hair grow out, I didn't do it thinking, oh, I'm gonna look older. Nope, I just wanted to let my natural hair grow out and have my healthy hair again and stop putting those chemicals on my head. And I think it looks pretty cute. I am not feeling like a granny, even though I am. So mindset is huge, you guys. Be happy, think positive. I think a big part of it is accepting the changes that happen as I'm getting older. And yes, I see a lot of changes in my body, a lot of changes in my face, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's just being yourself, loving yourself, accepting yourself, and don't listen to what anybody says about aging. Have your own vision of what you want to look like and take care of yourself, and you will look amazing. Okay, enough gabbing. Now I will show you everything that I use for morning and night and everything in between. One of the things that makes you look youthful is having nice white teeth, and I do whiten my teeth once a week. And I was using the charcoal whitening strips, but that company sold their business and I can't get them anymore. So I went back to what I was using before. This is Plus White. It's a 5-minute treatment and it is so simple. I do it right before I get in the shower, so it's not even like taking time out of my day. So it comes with this little tray, and all you do is squirt the gel in the top and the bottom. Drip it in the mouth. Get in the shower with it in my mouth. I leave it on for about 15 or 20 minutes. Take it out, rinse, and then you take this other rinse and you put one capful into a cup and 2 capfuls of water, swish it around, done. So that's what I do once a week. Now for my morning routine, which is right now, it's morning. I am clean, showered, fresh face, and I washed with my Hollywood Skin Shine Instant Shine Stop Cleanser. I've been using this for a few months now, and initially I thought this was too drying for me, but after using it for about a month, I was like, got rid of my other cleanser, and this is all that I'm using morning and night. I love this. It has like little grits to exfoliate, but it's not too harsh. I have super sensitive skin. This does not bother my skin at all. So I washed with this morning, and I started using my LED therapy mask again. This is what happens when I stop using my treatment for melasma, which I will talk about later, and I stop using the LED light. My melasma comes back. So you see this brown patches right here. I have a dark spot right here. I'll put up a picture if it's like too hard to see in this light, but I can see it in the monitor, so I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. It almost looks like I have bronzer here. That is melasma. Hyperpigmentation, it's not quite as bad on this side. I guess I'm really lucky that I have it on my cheekbones, so it kind of looks like bronzer. I have some on my forehead, which is not that bad. So I purposely stopped treating my melasma because I wanted you guys to see what I deal with. My skin is not perfect by far. I have the hyperpigmentation, I deal with breakouts. I've got a pimple right there. I've got another one right here. So I am dealing with aging skin, dry skin, hyperpigmentation, acne. What else? That's enough. So in order to get rid of this hyperpigmentation now, I have to diligently use my products, which I will show you later. But another thing that I use, and again, I stopped using this, that is why this came back, and I stopped using my products, that is why this came back. So what I do every morning, this is the red light, and this actually causes hyperpigmentation, but it also stimulates collagen and it is anti-aging. and I love it. I definitely notice a difference when I'm using this light. So I put it on for 5 minutes, and I just relax on the couch with this on my face for 5 minutes, like this, just chilling out. Then after that, I turn it on again, and I go to the next light. This is the green light. The green light is what gets rid of hyperpigmentation. It stops the melanin from producing in your skin. So I will put this on for another 5 minutes. Now, if you have really bad hyperpigmentation and you want to focus on that, you can go ahead and do just the green light for 15 minutes every day. You can even do 15 minutes in the morning and at night. So you can use this as aggressively or not as you want. Then after that, so that's 10 minutes so far. So then I go to the blue light. The blue light is great for acne and killing bacteria in your skin. So I sit there for 5 minutes with the blue light. And if I'm having a day where I'm having a really bad breakout, that's what I'll do. I'll take the blue light for 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. I won't even do the green or the red light on those days. So this is amazing. I recommend this 1000%. I love this. I will put links to every single thing that I'm talking about. So if I forget to mention the name of something or where I got it, it'll be a lot easier. Just look down in the description box and I will list out every single thing that I'm talking about in this video. So I already did this morning for the 5 minutes. So I sat there for 15 minutes. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is once a week, I use my shaver. Yes, I shave my face. Some people think it's ridiculous. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, your hair is gonna come back thicker. That is not true, absolutely not true. It may feel thicker when you touch it because as your hair grows out of your face, it's thinner at the longer ends of your hair, so it's not going to feel as thick. And when you're cutting it, you're feeling it first growing out, so it may, to the touch, feel like it's a little bit rougher, but like my skin is like a baby's butt and I have not used this in over a week. This is also great for exfoliating and I will show you how quick it is and how I use this. So it has one battery in there. I think it's one. Yep, one AAA battery that goes in there. And you just turn the switch on and it has the little razor that you do not cut yourself with this at all. I don't know if you can see, I can see the hairs are flying off my face already. Usually I do this at night. This also helps your foundation go on so much smoother. I always get a lot of fuzzies under here. My nationality is European, mostly Italian and Greek, so I am a gorilla. If I don't shave my face, it is pretty hairy. I told my mom and my stepmom about this years ago and they are just hooked. They love it. That's it, done. I do this once a week and I spray it with alcohol when I'm done, just to make sure that it stays clean. And that's how easy that is. Next, I'm going to use my Dickinson's Witch Hazel, and this is alcohol-free. I actually used to work at this company as an administrative assistant a million years ago. Not a million. Let's see, how many years ago was it? It was 25 years ago I worked there. I put this all over my face. Okay, next, every single morning, this is the same exact thing that I do. I use my Timeless C plus E plus ferulic acid, and I have been using this for probably a year and a half. All of these products, I love these products. It's like clear, and it will turn into kind of a yellowish tint as it starts being out in the air. So what I do is leave it in the refrigerator. And when I first bought it, I got a smaller jar, and I leave that one in my bathroom. Oh, I love this stuff. And I leave this big one in the refrigerator so it lasts a lot longer. The next thing I use is the Timeless Coenzyme Q10, and I use that right after. And this one is yellow, and it's supposed to be yellow. I am obviously not gentle with my skin, and it's so funny. I get so many comments. Oh, you're supposed to dab. You're supposed to use your ring finger. You're supposed to whatever. I never have, I never do. I like stimulating my skin. I like feeling that like massage in my skin, and nothing is sagging, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like whatever works for you, that's what you should be doing. Next, I use the Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6, and I use this right after, same way. This is clear. Next, I use my Sunprize Mineral Sunscreen. This is SPF 50. Sunscreen is so important, you guys. Use this every single day, or everything you're doing here is literally just a waste. And that's it for my morning routine. Now I immediately will put on my foundation, and I use a Sunscreen Foundation. This is Almay Smart Shade Anti-Aging Skin Matching Makeup, and this also has SPF in it. So this is what I will put on next to make sure that my face is completely protected. Now for my nighttime routine, I will show you how I take off all of my makeup, and it's a little more complicated for night, depending on what issue I'm addressing and when. I decide what I'm doing by how my skin is acting. So one of the biggest issues that I'm addressing now is the melasma that I showed you. So I'm not doing that tonight, but I will show you what I use and how I use it. So I use Retin-a and Hydroquinone, which I have been using for about 10 years now. And the only drawback that I have from these products is dryness and peeling, and your skin sheds. It's almost like, let me see if I have any dryness on my skin right now. Oh, it's pretty good actually right now. It'll just look like dry kind of patches of skin, and that has to slough off. So I usually address my melasma more in the wintertime, because in the summer I don't want to be using these products when I'm out in the sun, because your skin gets a lot more sensitive. So I'm slowing down on these products in the summer. When I start using them again more aggressively in the winter, you have to kind of work up to it and just see how your skin reacts. So I have only been doing this twice a week right now. I was up to doing it every single day, but I will show you as if I was just starting it. I did initially go to Med Spa because I was having the melasma and I didn't know how to get rid of it. And they are the ones who told me about this and told me how to use it and how to get started and everything to do. So I'll tell you exactly what they told me when I wanted to address the dark spots, sunspots, age spots, melasma, hyperpigmentation, all basically similar issues with the darkness on your skin. They gave me a skincare line called Obagi, but it was the exact same ingredients that I'm going to show you today. I don't buy Obagi anymore only because it's so crazy expensive, and you're supposed to get a prescription with the tretinoin or Retin-a, but I have found it online, and I will link all of this below where I purchased mine. So what they told me when I went in there to aggressively treat my melasma is to start off with the tretinoin 0.05, which is the same thing as Retin-a. They told me to take this, the Retin-a, and mix it with, is this 4%, I think? 4%, yes, 4% hydroquinone. So I mix these together and I'll show you exactly how I do it. So this is the hydroquinone. I just put a little pea size of the hydroquinone, and then I take the Retin-a 0.05 and I put a pea size of that. So 2 pea sizes, I mix it together like this, and I rub it on my forehead like this, on my nose, around my eyes, not, oops, it's already on my face, not too close to my eyes, but I do go underneath my eyes, my nose. The only place that you want to really avoid is like the cracks around your nose where it will get really dry, and around your mouth it'll get really dry. I do that anyway, and I do the same thing. I go down my neck and onto my chest with this. I'm not using this today just because it's not my day to use this, but it's that simple. You can do this, work your way up. So here's the crazy thing. When I went to Med Spa and said I wanted to get rid of this melasma, I couldn't take it anymore, they're like, okay, do this, the mixture I showed you, every single night. They didn't tell me I was gonna have any peeling or dryness or anything. So I went home, I started out the first night, put it all over my face. So the next morning, they said to take the hydroquinone and rub that all over my face, and then to take the 15-AHA glycolic acid and put that all over my face. Now, any one of you that knows about any of these products I'm talking about, you know what happened. It looked like I had the worst sunburn. I was like, what is going on? Like, my face looks worse than before. It looked older than before. It looked like wrinkly, crinkly, like I had just gotten the worst sunburn, but I was determined to, I was like all in on this. So the next night I did the same thing. Again, 7 days a week, I kept going and going and going. My face was, it looked like I had just had a professional chemical peel done on my face. It turned like, it was bearable for me just because I wanted to get rid of my melasma and hyperpigmentation so badly. I just went for it. So I just kept going and my face was pure red. I just had to wait for it to all start sloughing off, and I gave my skin a break, waited for all of the skin to shed. One thing that really saved me is I got a prescription for this Matrixyl. Let me see what the strength is on it. Matrixyl 0.1%. And this I got just from my regular general practitioner doctor. So I would mix this in with my moisturizer just as my skin was healing and shedding. So don't do that. I do not recommend that unless you're really hardcore, want to get rid of the hyperpigmentation. Then it worked. It got rid of it, I would say, about 2 months, and I could barely see the hyperpigmentation. And like I showed you earlier, it was way worse than this. It was like all over my cheeks, all over my forehead, like around my mouth. It was so bad. If you're just starting off and just getting into it or back into it, I would totally recommend just doing it once a week. Wait a week, see what your skin does, because it'll shed about 3 days later. Like I put it on and then I think, oh, I'm fine, I can just go another day, another day. It doesn't work like that. Your skin has to go through this cycle. So I always try to time it on the days when I know I'm going to be shedding. That's when I'll like count back and say, okay, I'm gonna do it on this day, because I don't want to be shedding if I'm doing something on a day that I want my skin to look its best. So if you guys have any more specific questions about treating hyperpigmentation, you can just leave comments below and I will answer everything that I know the answers for, or I will find out the answers for you. I also do derma rolling or micro needling, and this one is, what size is this? 0.5 millimeter roller. And I did a whole video on how I do this. I'm not doing it as aggressively as I was before. I'm just using the 0.5. I'm only doing this once a week, and I really mostly just concentrate around my mouth. I go right over my lips with it. And I also have a 1.00 millimeter stamp. This doesn't roll, but it's an actual stamp with the little microderm needles in there. And I just stamp this into like these little lines that drive me crazy around my mouth. But I'm not going to do it right now because you have to make sure that your face is completely clean, everything is sterilized. So I just stamp it into the little lines, and that I will do around every 2 weeks because this is a longer needles. So after I'm done derma rolling and stamping, all I do is rinse my face with cool water, pat it dry with a towel, and the only thing I put on my face is the hyaluronic acid. So before I start anything, I use my Neutrogena makeup cleansing towelettes to get off all of the makeup that I can before I start anything. And everything I wear is waterproof, and this completely gets it off. Ew. Now for the eyes. I swear this takes longer than actually putting my makeup on. So I just wipe as much as I can get off. And I use coconut oil, just pure coconut oil. I keep it in this little container, and I just keep massaging my eyelashes until it comes off. And it takes like a few times of massaging and wiping, and it's really just the waterproof mascara that is taking forever. So I just keep doing this. Then I wipe it off, and I keep doing it until it's completely gone. Take some more, keep massaging. I used to use baby oil, but that is like not good for your skin and it clogs your pores. So coconut oil is like good for your skin, and this is what I have been using for years. Okay, now that my eyes are bright red, I am going to go wash my face with my Hollywood Skin Cleanser. Unfortunately, I can't. I have nowhere to film in my bathroom because it's so small, so I have to run out to do that. I'll be right back. Oh, I need some Visine. All right, now what I do is I have my little extractor, and if I have any blackheads or whiteheads or anything, I just go around my nose to get rid of those. I clean this off with alcohol, wipe it off. I'm an alcohol freak. Then I use my Witch Hazel toner again. You always think that your face is so clean, but watch this. After using the makeup wipe and washing my face with cleanser, I guarantee I will still get more makeup on this little pad. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Yep, I had some on my chest. Next, I use my Matrixyl Synth 6, the same thing that I used in the morning. And I put this all over my face. I use this morning and night. And even on the days that I'm treating my melasma, I always use that first. That definitely helps with not having so much irritation after using the hydroquinone and the Retin-a. Next, I use my Hollywood Skin Repairing Day Cream, and this has 1% salicylic acid. They also have a night cream, but I've just been using the day cream at night. And it's a nice, thick consistency. Perfect for day or night. This definitely helps with acne. It helps with anti-aging. You don't need to have a problem with breakouts to use this and get great anti-aging benefits. If I have any blemishes, I use the Hollywood Skin Overnight Magic. This has, hang on. This has sulfur, which is the active ingredient, salicylic acid, camphor, zinc oxide, biotin, and silica. And this is just a spot treatment for any blemishes, which I do have a couple right now. You can also put this on an area that is prone to breakouts. It's just a gel, clear gel. This is not drying at all. That's it. Then every single night I use my Black Jamaican castor oil to help my eyelashes and eyebrows grow. And you can use this when you're doing the lash lift and tint. So I just put my Q-tip in there and I go along my eyebrows. And because I want the hair to like grow in here, I go in a little bit right there. And I go up higher on this one because there's no hair there. And if I look in my magnifying mirror, I can see like the hair starting to grow in the spots where there was no hair before. Then I take the other side of the Q-tip and I do my eyelashes. And this also helps get rid of the last bit of makeup or mascara on your eyelashes. Another thing that I like to do for any blemishes is use zinc oxide. This stuff is just great for basically anything. And I'll just dab it on the blemish right over where I did the spot treatment. Put some on my lips. And if I'm having any dry, irritated areas, I'll use my prescription mometasone. Sometimes I get like these little dots. I don't know what it is actually around my eyes, so I'll just dot a little bit of this. I don't use this every single day because it is way too harsh to use every day, and you only use like a little bit. And that's it. Now that I look like a hot mess, I hope this gave you guys some ideas of skincare. If you guys have any suggestions about anything that you use and love, please feel free to leave your comments down below along with any questions. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.